Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be a mid-monthly reading for the month of March 2018. So really focusing on the last couple of weeks of the month, from the 15th through the end of the month, but specifically looking at the areas of career and finance and love and relationships. For the career and finance portion of the reading, I'll be using the Wheel of the Year Tarot deck by Scarabeo, and I'll pull an oracle card from the Sacred Traveler deck, and that's by Denise Lynn. And for the love and romance relationships part of the reading, I'll use the Good Tarot deck by Colette Baron-Reid, and we'll pull an additional oracle card from Romance Angels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. Just a reminder, these are general readings. The messages may or may not resonate with you. I would encourage you to watch not just your sun sign reading, but also your moon and your rising sign. That way you will get, a more complete overview of what's going on for you during the last 2 weeks of the month. And obviously the only way to get a truly personalized reading focusing on you and what's going on in your life right now would be to get a private reading from me. If you're interested, take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. And there you'll find all of the pricing as well as the types of videos that I offer, the video readings. Or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. Right, so once again, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you in 1 second for your reading. Bye for now. Hi Libra, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your mid-monthly reading for March 2018. As you can see, I have already shuffled off camera and have laid out the spread. Let me go ahead and move that so you can see the cards a little better. There we go. All right, so I'm really just to try to save a little bit of time here. So that's why you see everything already laid out. So we'll start off with the career and finance portion of your reading. Okay, so in the past position, you have the 9 of Swords. In the present, the 9 of Pentacles. In the future, the 3 of Chalices. Okay, and the card that was at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of the month, Major Arcana number 1, the Magician. And the card from the Sacred Traveler deck is Vast Vistas, expand your horizons. And we'll get to the complete meaning of this after I go through the spread. So starting off with the card that was at the bottom of the deck, so the Magician card. This is a Major Arcana. So, this is divine energy, divinely guided energy, right? And the Magician has to do with manifestation, right? And you can see that, let me show you the card again. The Magician has all of the tools here that she needs, right, to manifest. She has the wand, she has the swords, the pentacles, the chalices. So she has everything within her grasp to be able to, manifest that whatever it is that she is, that she desires here in the material realm. She does so, as well with the, obviously by partnering up with the power of the universe, by partnering with spirit. So it's, it's this sort of co-creation, the harnessing of the power of the universe in order to manifest your dreams and your desires. So it's all about, grasping opportunities, really taking action, and manifesting, bringing those dreams into reality, making those dreams into reality. So this 9 of Swords card, I like to see it in the past position just because it's not the best of cards. I mean, you can obviously see the woman, she's looking, she's not looking very happy on the card. And usually the 9 of Swords speaks of, or it's referred to as the nightmare card because, Usually in the traditional tarot deck, it has, the person sitting up in bed is being kept up at night by, all of the worries and concerns and, sort of the nightmares of whatever is, the person is worried about. The Suit of Swords has to do with our thoughts. It's cerebral energy, so it's mental energy, has to do with our intellect. It has to do with how we communicate with other people, right? But the 9, it really is a card of despair, of anguish, feeling very paralyzed, but it's paralyzed by fear, paralyzed by doubt, feeling that you can't, move on. But again, it is only in your mind, right? It is only a thought, because that's not, that's not actually sort of the, it's being so wrapped up in those thoughts, that you feel as though you're unable to move on, right? In this particular deck, the 9 of Swords is referred to as, let me find, just pick up the card here. So that you can see she's running away, there are the swords behind her. She's just kind of thrown her hands up in as if she's, in despair, and she's just running for her life here. So again, this is in the past position. So for some of you, you could have been in a situation, feeling very sort of trapped in that situation, feeling very unhappy, but really trapped by your own fears. Maybe this has to do with, if it has to do with finances, you could have felt trapped in a particular, financial, like a difficult financial situation. If this is in the, the career sector, again, it could be, that there was something that was making you feel trapped in that particular job. But then, it's very different than, the energy for this card is very different than the other 3 cards, because in the present position, you have this beautiful 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles, earth energy has to do with the material things, right? The tangible things that we can touch and feel here in the material realm. We usually associate it with the work that we do, the money that we're paid for the work that we do, material possessions, education, family, home. And this card is usually referred to as the sort of the self-sufficient individual card. So usually we think of this person as, as having worked long and hard, but is very self-reliant. You can see, look at all the, besides all of the coins he has, he has grapes hanging from the vines. He has his basket full of grapes. So he's, he knows how to, how to sort of provide for himself, right? And he's harvesting here. He's harvesting this fruit after he's worked very hard at it, right? He's put in the time, put in the effort, and, he is feeling, he has the life that he's always envisioned for himself, and he's financially stable, financially secure right here. And then, in the future position, we have this card of celebration. The 3 of Chalices is usually a card of celebration, whether this is, in the workplace, or celebrating like a promotion, a raise, something along those lines. In a relationship reading, it can even be, celebrating like an engagement, a wedding, birth of a child, a pregnancy. In general, it's sort of celebrating a happy event, right? So just coming together with other people to, to have this sort of, this celebration, to celebrate whatever this might be. So for some of you, and you do have the, the manifestation card over here. So there could have been a situation that you literally, had to run away from because you couldn't take it anymore. And with this Magician card, I mean, you have all, everything you need. You have the education, you have the knowledge, you have what it is, what it takes to, to get that new job, to achieve whatever it is that you've set as your goal, whether this is in the career sector with a new position, if this is, with the home, going after the new home, the new, whatever this might be is going to play out in different ways for different people. But, you have definitely, what you need to accomplish, whatever that is. And there's celebration towards the end of the month. With the Three of Chalices, the Three of Cups, there's a celebration going on. So getting together, right, celebrating some type of good fortune or accomplishment. If you notice here, there is actually, this bird, this baby bird being born here. So there could be some type of news for some of you of a birth or a pregnancy. But for others, this is just more about, it could be, celebrating the birth of something, of a new project, of a new idea, of a new creative endeavor. But whatever it is, you're now feeling much more self-reliant, self-sufficient. You know that you have, what it takes to manifest your dreams, to get what it is that you have set as your goal. And you've left this actually in the past, and so now it's time for celebrations. And this is kind of echoed here with the message up from the Vast Vistas card. Let me read you I like to read from the guidebook for the Oracle card. So this card says, expand your horizons. See the world around you in new ways. This is not a time to think small. It's an exciting time for you. You may find travel or new adventures in your future. Think outside the box. Ideas and projects that you've been contemplating are now moving forward toward manifestation. Unconventional relationships may flourish. Take time to nurture your dreams, for big changes are ahead. The sacred traveler wants you to know, as the traveler steps out of the woods, the pathway winds up to a high point with a vast vista. The traveler can see in all directions and knows that all things are possible. New and wondrous paths are ahead. The traveler can choose any direction to journey. Get ready for a joyous, expansive sojourn. Take deep and full breaths. Each breath affirms that you are in an expansive phase of life. So definitely, and we have this beautiful Nine of Chalices here, Nine of Pentacles here, and the Three of Chalices, and you manifesting, you setting off on whatever this new thing is, right? And you being able to really bring your dreams into reality, right? Bring them into the material realm here. So exciting. I get exciting energy coming off of the cards for you with regards to your career and finance. So let's move slightly over this way. So we can take a look at the cards for your relationship reading. Okay, so we have in the past position, you have the Major Arcana number 20, Call. And that's the Judgment card in the traditional tarot. In the middle position, so the present, you have you have all four of your cards are Major Arcana for your relationship. You're the only sign that has had that. So present position, the Hermit, number 9, the Major Arcana. In the future position, you have the Star, number 17. And the overall energy, the card that was at the bottom of the deck, number 4, the Emperor. And the Romance Angel card is Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And I know that this card over here, it is for your career and finance, but this Three of Cups here, you do have the message of an engagement possibly over here, right? Celebrating an engagement. And then you have this engagement card that appeared here. So kind of mixed messages or messages that are, kind of similar messages, should I say. But let's start off here with the Emperor card. So the Emperor is the overall energy. And usually, the Emperor is a very sort of stern, very serious type of energy, right? It has to do with, usually we associate it with authority figures, right? Sometimes when we're dealing with like law enforcement, or, a judge, or dealing with sort of people in power. It's that type of energy. It's a very, very stern individual. Could be an Aries. In this deck, he's shown as a lion, so it could be an Aries, could be a Leo, possibly. But this, usually this person is somebody who's very protective. He's a very strong individual, right? Authoritative as well. Sort of the ultimate father figure. If you think of the kings as kind of the father figures in the tarot, the emperor is, it's higher than that. He's the ultimate patriarch, and he's all about protecting what's his, so protecting his home, protecting his family. But, he also has to do with following the rules, and following, doing things kind of by the book, following the rules when you're dealing with people or situations. This could be, again, people, somebody in authority coming or playing a significant role in your life over the next couple of weeks, or an authority figure giving good advice, possibly. Could be a lawyer, could be a judge. Again, I've already said could be, somebody in law enforcement, the military. It could be you dealing with large institutions like banks and governments and, the IRS and, the court system, that type of thing. Is sort of anybody in that type of authority position, This could be you taking on the energy of the Emperor at this time. Well, let's see how the Emperor ties in with the other cards here, because again, we have 3 major arcana. So whatever's going on is most definitely, out of your hands. This is divinely guided, divine intervention at play. When you have all of the cards as major arcanas, really, this is, just kind of letting go and sort of letting things go as they are meant to go. There's very little that you can kind of do here, because this is divinely guided. So we have in the past position, the Judgment card, or in this deck, it's Call. So this has to do with, usually it speaks of a significant decision, like a judgment call, a major decision that you might have had to make in the past, a significant decision. It also has to do with, for some of you, leaving the past behind, so it's sort of leaving behind any guilt or grievances from the past, leaving that where it belongs, in the past, and maybe making a tough decision, or, some type of judgment call. But then after this comes a new start, so it does sit in the past position. So there could have been some type of judgment call with regards to a relationship, right? A situation that you were dealing with, possibly. But then after that comes a new beginning, right? After the Judgment card. But in the present, you have the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is all about turning inwards, right? Taking time to sort of reflect, taking time to think about what your next steps are going to be. And you see on this particular card, you see all the keys, right? So it's about searching for, right? Looking for this sort of key to unlock whatever it is you were trying to figure out, right? Going inwards to search for, the deeper meaning and when this card comes in, it's all about putting things on hold, If there were any projects that you were supposed to begin here, it's about putting everything on hold, taking time out, turning inward, meditating, in order to figure out, or gain a different perspective, and in order to move forward. It also has to do with, searching or seeking out kind of that deeper purpose in your life in general, in the universe, and obviously with 4 major arcana cards. I mean, these are deep messages. These are significant spiritual messages here. So, for some of you, you could have been, contemplating not just, well, where am I going kind of thing, but, questioning important things in life as well, and seeking out those spiritual, the spiritual knowledge. Like maybe this is some of you, doing meditation, some type of spiritual practice in order to unlock those hidden, right, the hidden knowledge. But it brings you to the star, and the star card is just beautiful. I mean, it's wish upon a star, having all of your dreams come true with this star card. So whatever this time that you're taking out with the Hermit card and seeking out the knowledge, or the deeper meaning, the spiritual messages, you have this beautiful star card. And so it's all about, everything pointing to this, new hope, a renewed sense of encouragement, new beginnings, and feeling very excited about these new beginnings that are coming in for you, and these new beginnings are also, they're blessed. I mean, the star card has to do with setting your intentions, putting those intentions out into the world, and then having them come true, right? So it's also a card of healing, right? The star card is also, it can do with healing. It has to do with faith, having a positive outlook, seeing, whatever the situation is in a positive way. So, there are new things, new beginnings, but I'm being led back to the Emperor card here. This could be, especially with this engagement card here, and we did have, even though it's in the other reading, but this 3 of Chalices. For some of you, there could be either an engagement, right? There could be some type of celebration. Maybe the call over here, the Judgment card, it could have had to do with, needing to make or some type of judgment call on, maybe there was a proposal. Maybe there was talk, about moving in together, about taking the relationship to the next level. You needed time to retreat. We do have keys here, and we have a door. Could be about moving in together, or, getting engaged, getting married, living together. But this is, you're having your dreams come true. Whatever your wishes were, whatever you wished for, whatever your intentions were that you put out into the universe, that they're coming true here with this star card. And again, this Emperor, it could be a person, right? So there could be a Leo or an Aries individual that, there could be this taking the relationship to the next level. This could have to do with, this person becoming the patriarch figure in the family. But let's read what it has to say about the engagement card. This card says, let me find it. Congratulations, this card signals pending nuptials beginning with a romantic engagement. Even if you're not presently in a relationship, the romance angels can see one upon your horizon. This card comes to you as reassurance, specifically so that you'll choose to release any worries about whether you'll get married, because you will. Deep romantic love in which you feel treasured is in the cards for you. The deeper meaning of this card relates to commitment. First, you commit to taking care of yourself. You establish boundaries about what you will and won't accept in your relationships and in other life areas, such as a career, home, lifestyle, and so on. Next, you honor your self-commitment by taking decisive action and telling others how you truthfully feel about their behavior. As you commit to yourself, the universe sends you additional experiences of loving commitment, including the promise of marriage. So again, these are general readings. The messages, will not resonate for everybody, but for some of you, there could definitely be, a taking to the next level of a relationship here, a very serious commitment, celebrating an engagement, or if it's not a formal engagement, then just, moving in together. Yeah, I was just going, there could be some, dealing with authority figures, sort of with a bank. That this could be you looking to move in together, going to the bank, checking out, loans, things like that, getting a joint bank account together. But whatever it is, you're feeling very happy about it. This is, is obviously, whatever this is, it's divinely blessed. It's divine timing at play. So I do hope that these messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me here today. I look forward to reading for you again. Just know that I'm sending you all much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month. Bye for now.